Have you ever heard the word percolate used when people talk about coffee? What is it? Can you percolate coffee? Well, for years I had absolutely no idea, but I did stumble upon this Coleman 9-cup aluminum coffee percolator. And I thought, hey, I like shiny things, shiny metal things, I'm gonna buy it. And I bought it and I put it in storage, and there it remained for a long time unused. That is until last night, when I decided tonight is the night I'm gonna percolate some coffee. So how does this thing work? Well, you have your thing, which you might think, ah yes, nice, you just make it full of water, put it over the flames, let it boil, and there's boiled water. Why would you want to percolate coffee when you can just pour boiling water in a cup and add instant coffee powder and stir, and there's your coffee? Yes, that's what I also thought. But no, this thing, well, it actually has this little thing at the top, glass dome thingy. So what is the purpose of that, you might wonder? Well, if you look inside, you'll also see it's not just some... Oh, now I'm taking this off. I'm trying to take off the entire lid. Yeah. So if you take off the lid, you'll see that inside it has some mechanics and stuff. You see this thing. What is this and what does it do? Well, what you do is, first you will pour some coffee into this basket. I've heard you can also use coffee beans. I'm gonna use some ground coffee now. It is not quite the same as instant coffee, though it may look it. It's much rougher. Put that in there. Oh, now it's making a mess. But yeah, apparently you can also just pour coffee beans in there. And then you close the basket. And now you're gonna put this inside the device. I'll just call it a device for now. And you'll see this bottom also has little holes. Now it's full of coffee powder. Well, not coffee powder, coffee, ground coffee. See little holes, so it's gonna sit in there, and for some reason when the water boils, it's gonna go up into this little pipe. You see it goes in there, travels up the pipe, comes out here into this little dome where you can see it, and of course it's gonna drip down again, fall down again into this basket over your coffee or coffee beans or ground coffee, and then come out again on the sides, and here at the bottom it's gonna drip down, and then it will probably just repeat, go up here again, and you'll be able to see there in the little glass dome, you'll be able to see when it gets a nice brown color. I suppose that's the purpose of this dome, other than letting the things drip down. So let's do that, why don't we? First we'll pour water into the device. Yeah, I'm just used to calling things devices. And then add our coffee. We already poured the coffee in there. Close it. Start the flames under it. And now we should be able to see when it starts percolating. I bet I used that term right. So now we'll wait for the water to get hot. I suppose it needs to start boiling, then it will start showing there. And while we're waiting for that to start, let's see what else is there on here. Lightweight and durable, won't rust, cleans easily, side bail handle for easy safe pouring. Yes, that we saw. Instructions: before using for first time, wash the percolator and basket in hot soapy water. Rinse and dry thoroughly. Okay, we didn't do that. To prevent flames from smudging the exterior, rub the outside of the percolator with bar soap. When you rinse off the percolator after use, oh, it seems it's starting now. The smudge will wash away. Yeah, I didn't do that. Alright, it sounds like things are starting now. The water is boiling, but I don't see any coffee yet there in the little glass dome thingy. Maybe I should turn the heat down a bit. Does it say anything about how much heat and whatnot? Place on heat source for brewing. I don't know if the heat source is supposed to be boiling it all the time, or if it's supposed to be slow brewing. Is it supposed to boil violently, or must this be a slow thing? I don't know. Yesterday I first saw hot water, like making drops and spewing drops in there, and then later brown coffee there. But today I don't see any of that. I wonder if it just works with steam condensing or condensating off of that little dome and then running down again into the little basket. Yeah, today I'm a little confused about this thing. Another big difference from making coffee this way and just using instant coffee is with this one, you get that nice coffee aroma in the air. Yeah, that's really nice. Okay, well, I thought it was supposed to make coffee there, visible coffee in that little dome thingy, but apparently that's not gonna happen today, so I wonder if the coffee is ready. Let's pour out a little bit of it and we'll see the color. Yeesh, this thing is now hot. Let's check the color of this coffee. Great. No, that's just water. What went wrong here today? Yeah, no, that's just water. Let's just pour that back. Yeah, no, that's just colorless water still. You see, not a coffee brew yet. But maybe there's not enough water in here. I think so. Okay, I've put in a lot more water now. I wondered if we needed more coffee, but I don't think so. The coffee seems to be just right. So let's put that lid on there. And we close the percolator. And let's just start again. Yeah, I think maybe we didn't have enough water, but also I don't think we let it run for long enough. But with that little bit of water, if we just let it keep running, it would probably have boiled dry. So I see the first marking here is for 5 cups of coffee. It seems that's a minimum you can make with this. Yeah, it seems you cannot just brew 1 cup or you're gonna boil the thing dry. So let's wait a little more and see what happens this time. Yeah, you see, this time it actually looks like it's doing it right. See how the water is coming up the little pipe into the dome and then falls back onto the little basket. It filters through the coffee and then coffee water, brown coffee water, falls back down to the bottom, and then I suppose the process repeats and repeats. Coffee goes up again, goes through the basket of coffee on its way down, gets a little stronger, and then yeah, repeat again until it's nice and strong enough. Yeah, now you're getting that delicious coffee aroma in the air. There does seem to be a little bit of coffee bits in that little glass dome. I don't think that's supposed to be there. I think maybe you are supposed to use coffee beans rather. Then you probably won't get that at all. So it appears you do need a nice rough coffee that won't go through the little sieve of the basket. You just want the coffee colored water, the coffee flavored water to drip through, not the coffee itself. I'm gonna turn the heat down a little bit. Seems it's still percolating. Percolating, yeah. Now I know what the word means. Okay, I think that's a good color now. We are running out of time here, unfortunately, so I think I'm gonna just drink it as it is now. Probably it'll taste alright. So, let's turn off the flame. You see that? Looks a lot better. Still a little green or yellowish. Not very brownish, but I suppose we could percolate it some more or add more coffee if there isn't any more coffee in there. Cheers, I tells ya! Let's taste this brew. Very good, yes, but it could be stronger. I might have overpowered it a bit now with the milk also. A little bit too much milk, I would say. And yeah, the coffee can percolate a little while longer. Let me just see how much is in there still. More than enough coffee. I think it just needs to percolate a lot longer than this, so we can really get that coffee flavor into the water. Yeah, I think that's what I did differently last night. I basically let it percolate and I went on preparing my supper. Probably it went for like 20, 25, 30 minutes. I wasn't really counting the time, but yeah, I think that's what happened. It brewed slowly until the coffee was really delicious. This can still go a little bit. It's a little bit weak, but I'm not gonna complain, it's not bad. Cheers to you! Please remember to, as always, like this video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, please! I'll see you in the next one.